Hello everyone! Welcome to Downtown Tailoring.
Sewing knit can be a little tricky, and sewing zipper and knits can be even trickier. In today's video, we are gonna fix a zipper. This is a very beautiful vintage from the 80s dress. It reminds me a little bit Aunt Beef. If you know, you know. As you can see, the zipper looks stretched and distorted. And on my client that she has a very short back, this problem is even more noticeable. So I'm gonna put it on the table to investigate what is going on. I don't know if you knew, but not all knit problems happen for the same reason. You see, when you see that zipper, I'm looking at the fabric, I'm looking at the grid, and I can see that the grid is not like straight the way it should be. This zipper looks like it's very well sewn. So what I think most likely happened to that dress is that after many washes, the knit fabric shrunk. And of course, the zipper never shrinks, right? This is why now we have a dress that became shorter, but the zipper stayed the same length. Okay, let me just put it on the table I'm gonna try to put it without pulling anything, very comfortable, and as you can see, the fabric is all okay, but the edges are wobbling. So I'm gonna measure how long should be the zipper according to this fabric to be comfortable. And I can see that it should be about 19 inches and a half, but because my customer has a shorter back, I'm gonna try to make it 19. So right now it's 21, so I have to remove 2 inches for me to have it right. So in those cases, what I will do, I will open the zipper from about 1 inch, 1 and a half inches down and leave the top. But as you can see, this neckline is completely distorted. As the zipper didn't shrink, the neckline changed the shape absolutely, completely. See? These are the moments when we, as tailor, we have to be very patient and do the job from the beginning well. Otherwise, we will have to open it and or won't be really a good job. I can see the grid. I don't know if you can see them. And they are completely, not straight at all. That tells me that my instinct might be okay. See, they are kind of opening. So pretty much I'm gonna open that zipper and reduce 2 inches. And we are not gonna force 21 inches into 19. I'm not a magician. As you can see, I'm very careful opening this zipper because I don't wanna rip it. I wanna reuse it because, when you work with vintage pieces, keeping original element is part of the charm, right? So I successfully removed the zipper and it's all okay. And now we see that the zipper is perfectly fine, strong, stable. So the problem was on the zipper. It was the time and the laundry. First of all, what I'm gonna do is the logic step. I'm gonna put my dress on the ironing board and I'm gonna try to kind of steam it from the sides to the center to see if the fabric recovers by itself. And I'm gonna measure again, and it recovered a little bit, but she will need a little bit more help. Now comes the real challenge, finding a matching blue thread. I have every shade of blue that I can get, except of course the one I need every single time. I think this one is the best one I have. At least it's good enough. Not perfect, but we can use it. In alteration sometimes you can just not be too perfect. This is why I always say as much as possible. Here's the technique that will solve everything. I'm gonna set my machine with a long stitch and I'm gonna reduce the tension. And I'm gonna make an ease stitch all along the edge of my dress. And I'm gonna pull that thread a little bit. Well, a lot. Well, as much as I need. Then I'm gonna go back to my ironing board and I'm gonna pretty much steam and then tap with my hand, steam, tap. Be careful, you don't wanna be burned until the fabric looks nice. And now I'm gonna measure that fabric again to see if I shrink it as much as I need it. Even without measuring, I know that I shrunk it a lot, right? You see, this is the new one compared with the older one. But I am measuring it now and still doesn't have the 19 inches that I want. Sometimes you just can't. But I feel like if I pull a little bit more the thread, I will be able to get it because, I just did a little bit last time. So, okay, so let's do it again. Now I really have to gentle parent that fabric because I don't want to create pleats. And I'm going to measure again. And now I have my 19 inches. Yes. So now that the fabric has expressed herself, I think she can be reunited with the zipper. And as I've told you before, I'm not gonna sew the zipper from the top as it was. I'm gonna go a little lower. And I'm gonna make sure to pin all around. And before I sew, I'm gonna give a quick measurement to see if my zipper will be more or less. It doesn't have to be the 19, but if it is 19, will be better, And I'm sewing, and I should have changed the foot, but it really doesn't matter at this time. I'm gonna sew now the facing. I have shown you in other videos how to finish that facing in order for it to look good. In general, you will leave the understitch, but remember that I want to change the neckline. This is why I opened that understitch. Before sewing the neckline, I'm going to attach the facing to the zipper and then I'm just going to finish the neckline. I'm going to link down below the video where I finished that facing step by step, just in case you want to take a look at it. So my facing is done, but I'm going to change the bobbin thread just because I want to make the understitch on the blue will look kind of too bluish. And here you go. I finished my new neckline and it looks more normal, more natural. I still need to do another stitch on that side, but I'm gonna go and work at the other side. So I'm gonna do exactly the same steps I did before. I'm gonna make a daisy stitch, steam, tap, steam, tap, measure it. Now I have the pressure because now the other side has to be exactly the same length as the first side, of course, right? And I'm gonna pin the zipper the same way, make sure that they are all level. And this time I cannot really get away with the regular foot because I have to sew this time very, very close to the edge so the zipper looks nicer. And I know I have a very good foot, so I shouldn't complain, but I'm always complaining, so it's okay. That side is done. I'm gonna do the same with the facing, and my zipper is almost there. I just need to make the top stitch all around. But let me remind you that I manipulate a lot this fabric, so it will be smart of my part to go to my ironing board and press it a little bit, not really pressing, tapping. And then I'm going as well to baste my zipper. And I have to confess, most of my colleagues don't need to make that step because they hold very well the fabric, but I don't know, my fingers, I don't know. It takes a little time to baste it, but you just sew once. Oops, there's a little bump in here. Oh no, it's okay. So I'm gonna sew the zipper all around and start from the top to the bottom. And usually what you will do is just to pivot the fabric and then go all around, but I'm a little afraid with this fabric in particular, so I'm gonna lift my foot and I'm gonna start from the top to the bottom at the other side. So if the fabric runs a little bit, it will run the same way both sides and it will look better. When I finish the second side, then I pivot just to make the bottom part, and that's it. My zipper is done. No pulling, no distortion, no tension. I'm gonna remove the basting, and that's the difference between adjusting a zipper and understanding the fabric. Now this zipper is straight and nice, and I'm sure my customer will be happy. If you find this video useful or entertaining, please give us a like, give us a hype, and don't forget to subscribe, share, comment. Bye!